What's up, guys? So before I start this video, just want to make sure this video might be a little bit longer than it should be. It's going to be split into 2 or 3 videos. I'm not 100% sure yet. Huge shout out to Reggie Built. So go show him some love. Follow his Instagram and his Facebook at Reggie Built. So other than that, let's get back to it and get back to work. So what I'm gonna do is keep myself organized. Got this whiteboard here that I'm gonna be writing all the little things I need to do first in steps. All right, so first of all, engine. That's the main part as of right now that I'm thinking of finishing first, since it's a big part of the build. And basically what I have going on is gonna be doing the engine, trans. I gotta put my drive shaft in, so I just put shaft. After that, my third thing, I'm gonna be focused on wiring for some of my fans and fuel pumps and stuff like that. So right after wiring, my next big thing is interior work. So interior, I think I spelled that right, but for my interior, I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit, go from there. And also I have some panels I want to be putting on. As you can tell, these door panels are for the rear windows, stuff and all that. All that's going to be out of the way. I don't want nothing in that. So my upgrade's going to be LRB panels. So after interior, hopefully everything goes well. I guess for interior, wiring and all that will probably be somewhat together. So since I do have to do a lot of switches in here and all that, not a lot, just the main things that I need, and go from there. Well, thank you for that. So right after all this interior wiring and all that kind of stuff, wiring fans and all that, I'm gonna go ahead straight from doing the 5th thing. After that would be doing fuel system. So fuel system, new pump, fuel lines, maybe relocate the fuel regulator just a little bit more somewhere, or make a different bracket. I'm not 100% sure. So after fuel system, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on engine wiring. So that's probably the last thing I really want to focus on. As of right now, I already got BC springs, titanium retainers, and titanium valve keepers, which I did last week. I wish I got it on video, but I really didn't have much. I did get a little bit of footage, but not enough. From here now, I'm gonna go ahead, start marking all these shim buckets. All these are gonna be marked. I'm gonna have to write down each valve and all that stuff for the exhaust and intake. And each one of these has its own number in the back. I don't know, you can tell. Let me get a light. There's my light, which I'm actually gonna mount right here. Tomorrow I'll be installing actually more lights, so there's gonna be more lighting room and stuff around here. So for now, I'm using this. So, geez, it's so bright. Yes, I'm gonna be working out my storage unit. So I mean, I really didn't want my car to stay out and get corroded. So gorgeous. So for each one, I'm gonna go ahead and mark down, write it down on a sticky note that I have over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark down everything. So as of right now, I'm going to be installing all these things in order, but on each one, I'm actually going to be writing down each little number just to make sure where it's what, and then if I gotta swap things around to put it in clearance, I'll swap things around. So as of now, I think I might just lube these up slightly, because right now it's not really completely, I don't want to be dealing with all this kind of grease as of right now. So, all right, so here's my little sticky note that I'm going to be using to keep notes down for the head. Each one, I'm going to go ahead and start. I'll probably end up using all the same size for one side and see where things go from there, just to make, you know, just to keep everything even. So after that, I'll start writing things down and correct myself if I have to. So yeah, let's go ahead and start installing these shims, and hopefully we can at least get some progress in tonight and finish up everything. Since these are organized in rows, basically this one right here, it's a 40. Same with these other two. So this is one row, this is another row, and it just keeps going on and forward. And that's how many I have going down. So as of right now, I'm going to be using all the ones that are from, what is this? From 42 and probably 43 and 44 on the intake side. And then the rest, I'll probably have them in order from biggest to smallest. It gives me an idea of where I'm going to be at, and if I have to swap things over, I'll swap them over. So until right now, I'm going to go ahead and start lubing these up just enough where these can slide on. So these are going to go right here. All these that are 42, which are these right here, they're all going to be going on the intake side. Other than this one is not going in slightly, but as you can tell, right up in, let's see, so this zoom in, hopefully it gets it really good. So as you can tell, that little piece right there, it's not letting the shim go in, so I'm gonna have to basically go back through it and actually sand down slightly, just a little touch of that right now. But I'll fix this nice and smooth so it doesn't damage anything else. But better be safe than sorry. So other than that, let's continue on to the exhaust side and go from there. All right, guys. So I'm done with the exhaust side. I'm gonna have to wait for tomorrow on this one, on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and start lube it up first before I do anything else, just in case. I'm gonna have to clean up this engine either way, just in case. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of engine assembly lube on. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. I'm not putting much since I won't be finished installing this. Once I get it all ready, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I clean the head up really good. It's already clean and all. It just, I want to go back through it, clean everything up before it's fully installed. Should be good. And I already clean all these parts and all that. Just so picky. Want to make sure it's all good, you know. That's all good to go. Let's go ahead and install this cam. So I already got this cam on. Like I said, I still got to torque it. So it's on there now. This spare block is just for, I don't know, for later on. So I have no pistons or anything in it, just the crank. But still got to check these cams. These cams are a 264 for both, for our cams. Yeah, I mean, everything's nice and lined up. Everything went straightforward, as you can tell. So we'll continue tomorrow and then keep going from there. And hopefully things start getting done here throughout the weeks. I'm super pumped to get this car running. It sounds really good, but my plan was basically have it running naturally aspirated. But the fact that I have a 90mm throttle body, it was dumping fuel, and I didn't want anything going on in the engine. So all the fuel was basically going straight into the oil, and I didn't want to wash out the cylinder. So I stored it, and I just let it sit there for a while. till I have all the other parts for the build. So hopefully here soon. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and start tightening up the cam caps for the intake side. So I'm going to go ahead and start from here, this back one, straight to this one, this one, this one, and then I got these last two over here. As of right now, I'm gonna go ahead, start checking each clearance, and that'll be my starting point as of right now for the head build. So if I have to go back later and change out shims, I'll do the calculations for it, and also go ahead and get some new shims, and hopefully everything's within specs, or at least close enough so I don't have to do many adjustments around the head. So yeah, guys, you can tell everything's coming out good so far. But yeah, and also shout out for Byron Performance for the care package. Came in clutch. Gonna hang that up right up in here, and might hang up a lot of other stuff. And everything's right out of the pocket. This whole setup, this whole car, everything that's been done to this, straight out of pocket. I mean, yeah, it takes time for it, but still gonna keep pushing and keep building more, and hopefully y'all love this content. Now that I'm at that point now, I'm actually gonna start doing this. So like I said last time, basically all these are the shin size. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and start with intake side, and right beside the number I'm gonna be writing down the clearances and things I'll probably need later on. So once I do the calculations, I'll go ahead and check that, and I'll calculate what I need, or what shim I need to make it right where I need to have it at. Clearances, so that's a fact. I forget exactly at what specs they should be in, but I'll let you know here in a sec. So you can tell 0.08 thousandths, 8 thousandths doesn't fit in there, so it fits in here. Let me go a size up and see how that feels. That feels really good right there. So that's gonna be a 0.09 thousandths, 9 thousandths. Well, a 10 fits snug, but it's tight. 11 doesn't fit, so it feels more like a 9 thousandths on that one. So feels good there. Next size, 5 thousandths, good. Sixth thou feels really good. Seventh thou, yeah, seventh thou doesn't fit. With a seventh thou. Seventh thou feels good. Eighth thou too tight. So ninth thou too tight. Eighth thou should be the sweet spot. Yep. Alright guys, so all the cams are torqued down, clearances are checked. I already have an idea. I'm gonna have to swap out a few shims here and there. Might need a few extra, I'm not sure. I might be able to actually use the ones from each side and swap them around and make it work. So as you can tell, most of them are within specs. There's gonna be a couple of them that I'm actually gonna have to change up. I do have a few more in here left, which are smaller shims or thinner shims, whatever you want to say. That should work and basically get me within specs. So for intake, So for the intake side on the cold, basically your clearance are going to be 0.6 to 10 thousandths of an inch, and then you got 10 thousandths to 14 thousandths of an inch there. I think that's right. 100. Yeah, I think that's right if I remember. But correct me if I'm wrong though. Alright guys, so I'm actually going to go ahead and end the video right now since it's getting a little too long than I wanted to. So hopefully you liked the video, and remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.